Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, April 19th. We have a weak disturbance that will bring some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm to parts of the Mid-Atlantic region today into early tonight. Tuesday looks like a very nice day throughout much of the northeastern quadrant of the nation. Perhaps the biggest story of the week will be another cold blast that will arrive in the eastern states later Wednesday into Wednesday night with a strong cold frontal system. That cold blast will yield another snow event from the Colorado Rockies all the way to the Ohio Valley and then the interior sections of the Northeast U.S. over the next few days. Just wanted to point out that we do have our tropical outlook posted right there on the homepage of the Perspective Weather website, and we do expect an active season, not quite the same activity as last year in terms of the number of total storms, but a couple of the main factors we pointed out in the tropical outlook have to deal with the continuation of a La Nina in the tropical Pacific Ocean, as seen right here with the sea surface temperature anomalies. We do have colder than normal, indicated by the blue here, across the equatorial part of the Pacific Ocean. That's a big factor in the tropical outlook. Notice also kind of a persistent area of colder than normal conditions just off the west coast of the U.S. That will help to contribute to a continuation of dry weather in much of the western half of the nation. We do expect a hot and dry summer from Texas to California. The Atlantic Ocean, kind of mixed signals here, a little bit of below normal just off the west coast of Africa. But then in the tropical breeding grounds, it's really normal to maybe even above normal from the Gulf of Mexico to the tropical part of the Atlantic Basin. So again, take a look at the homepage of the Perspective Weather website for the tropical and summertime outlook. Well, let's get into the current weather and the next few days. And again, we have another snow event coming from the Colorado Rockies all the way into the Ohio Valley and then the interior sections of the Northeast, pretty much in a path like this. There will be this is the region here, expect a pretty good snow event over the next 2 or 3 days or so. Notice already some blues here in a cold air mass up across the northern plains and in the southwestern part of Canada. There is a disturbance that is pushing some showers and an embedded thunderstorm or two into the Mid-Atlantic region that continues to push to the north and east. Can be scattered showers from midday through the afternoon in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. All that kicks on out of here by the early part of the evening. And Tuesday will turn out to be quite a nice day with temperatures at or above the 70-degree mark in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. At the same time, colder air will be pushing to the south and east, and it arrives in the eastern states during the day on Wednesday with a strong cold front pushing some showers and maybe a strong thunderstorm or two into the northeastern part of the quadrant of the nation later in the day on Wednesday. Well, let's start off by looking at the 500 millibar vorticity field from the 6Z operational run of the GFS. Here is a wave that is moving into the Mid-Atlantic region right now. It has some shower activity associated with it throughout Virginia and all the way up to the D.C. metro region. Again, that could produce a few scattered showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm, primarily during the midday, afternoon, early evening hours, and it kicks on out of here with clearing skies tonight. This particular feature is associated with that colder air mass that's pushing into the northern plains today, arrives in the eastern U.S. Late in the day on Wednesday. Here we go, let's move forward here. And there's a strong cold frontal system right in this upper level trough that can produce a strong thunderstorm in the I-95 corridor region when it arrives later in the day on Wednesday. And then much colder than normal air will flood the northeastern part of the nation, the Mid-Atlantic region, Wednesday night and Thursday. Again, have to be fearful of the fact that temperatures could drop to near freezing in parts of the northeast U.S., Mid-Atlantic region, late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, and then Thursday itself, and this is the forecast map for Thursday, will be a blustery cold day, more of a feel of March in the northeastern quadrant of the nation. as compared with the latter part of April, with a lot of wind and a lot of below normal temperatures, far below normal for this time of year. May struggle to reach 50 degrees in some of the I-95 corridor on Thursday afternoon. Well, we certainly can follow that cold air outbreak by looking at the forecast maps of the 850 millibar temperature anomalies. A little bit colder than normal as we start the morning here on Monday, stretching from New England all the way down to the southwestern U.S., even the northeastern part of Mexico. They did have some accumulating snow in New England, and look at this upstream. Just a very, very cold air mass for this time of the year. And that drops slowly south and east over the next 48 hours, and here we are by Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, and there's a strong cold front right here by this time later in the day on Wednesday that can produce some strong thunderstorms in the mid-Atlantic region midday afternoon on Wednesday. Look at the expanse of this colder than normal air mass. Continues to push to the south and east, and by the time we get to Thursday morning, a lot of this area could be near the freezing mark, and that's always a problem this time of the year because vegetation is up. There's a lot of sensitive plants out there. So again, watch out late Wednesday night, Thursday morning for freezing temperatures extending from the Midwest, Ohio Valley, all the way into the Mid-Atlantic and northeastern part of the country. It stays quite chilly during the day on Thursday, way below normal for this time of the year, and it takes a couple more days for it to finally ease away here. Here's the forecast map all the way into Saturday morning, still a little bit below normal. Look at that upstream, another shot of chilly air crossing the northern plains and dropping to the south and east by the time we get to the upcoming weekend. Well, let's look at the surface forecast maps from the 6Z GFS model run. Again, there's a weak disturbance supported by that upper level vorticity field producing some showers across Virginia, even into the southern part of the DC metro region. Can be scattered showers midday, afternoon, right in that I-95 corridor region. Maybe even an isolated thunderstorm or two. Pulls on out of here early this evening, 7 o'clock or so should be the last time to see some showers in the I-95 corridor region. Here we go, upstream already, blues indicating some snowfall associated with that next cold shot of air. Here we go by Tuesday morning, cold front starting to cross over into the upper part of the Midwest, and again another accumulating snow event over the next 48 hours extending from the Colorado Rockies all the way into the Ohio Valley and then the interior sections of the northeast U.S. on Wednesday. And here we go, looking ahead here. There's that accumulating snow in the Ohio Valley, maybe as far north and west as Detroit, for example. Certainly Cleveland, Buffalo can get some snow out of this by midweek. And here's the low pressure right along that surface cold frontal boundary zone. Could be a strong thunderstorm or two associated with that frontal passage midday afternoon on Wednesday in the I-95 corridor region. And again, interior sections of New York State, interior sections of New England. Watch out for some accumulating snow with the arrival of this next cold blast. And here we go by Wednesday night. Strong northwest winds into the day on Thursday. And again, this whole section from the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, into the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast U.S. can have temperatures near the freezing mark come Thursday morning. So watch out if there's sensitive vegetation in your particular area. And of course, a lot of crops are starting to grow now out in the heartland, in the Midwest, for example. And again, this is a serious cold shot coming with temperatures near the freezing mark in a good part of the nation by early Thursday morning. A good part of the nation from the Central Plains all the way to the eastern seaboard. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.